Today's guest is Miss Fleur, my French online teacher who lives in Hakodate, Hokkaido in Japan. She's from Switzerland, where I live right now. We haven't met face-to-face yet, but I've been seeing her online lessons almost every week for the last 1.5 years. I started lessons since I was still in Singapore to prepare to move to Switzerland. I feel that I already know her, and I actually met her brother in Lausanne for coffee the other day. She currently studies at Hokkaido University for a master course. Fleur, thank you so much for your time today. I know you're super busy. Could you start by briefly introducing yourself to our listeners?
Yes, thank you very much. So, hello everyone. My name is Fleur. I come from Switzerland and I am currently studying marine mammals at Hokkaido University. I'm sorry, I need to correct you. I am actually doing PhD.
Okay, sorry.
Not master.
Not master, it's a PhD. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, so the marine mammals, it's, quite niche.
Yes.
And then, you are in Hakodate, in like a north end of Japan. Can you explain a bit more like what you're studying? What is marine mammals?
So I am studying Steller Sea Lions and fisheries interaction, especially the conflict that there is between a Steller Sea Lion and a fisherman. I am based in Hakodate, but I actually traveled all around Hokkaido to do interviews with fishermen for that research. And I also did a questionnaire survey with the public in Sapporo. So I'm traveling a lot.
Okay. So is the theme of the research is decided by you, or is it the professor you follow is doing this research and you're helping?
So it depends a lot of the case, but for my case, it was a theme that was suggested by my professor, mostly because of COVID. We had to rethink about the theme last minute. I was supposed to do something else, but because of COVID, some things had to be cancelled. So my professor suggested me that alternative, and I thought it would be very interesting. So I said yes.
Steller
Yes,
Sea Lions.
yes, exactly.
Is it one kind of the sea lion?
Exactly.
Is it like a unique in Hokkaido? Sorry, I'm not familiar with that.
Yes, so sea lion is a very big group with several species, and Steller Sea Lion is one of the species that live in northern Atlantic. So yeah, they are not unique to Hokkaido, but and they live all around. Sorry, I said Atlantic, Pacific. So they are northern Pacific species. So they live all around Hokkaido, Russia, and then on the other side in Alaska. That's where they live.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I suppose you don't go all the way to Alaska for research, right?
No, I'm specialized in the local issue. So I stayed in Hokkaido, but the range, the living range of that species is much wider.
So you were talking about that because it's a sort of like interesting but not so well known area. I just want to ask a bit about it. So you were saying like a conflict with the fisherman, local fisherman. What does it mean?
So in the case of the Steller Sea Lion, it mainly means that the sea lion, they eat the fish that are caught in the nets of the fishermen. And they also break the net when they get entangled, or if they try to grab a fish, they can make a hole in the net too. So it means that there is a lot of loss and costs for the fishermen.
So the sea lions are sort of enemies. But at the same time, I think from like a sustainable point of view, they can't just eliminate the animals. So
no, and I think you're right. And I think that even the fishermen, they know that. And they also have a mixed perception of the sea lion. So they are angry that the sea lion caused damage, but they also know that they are an important part of the ecosystem. So that was part of my research, is to ask how the fishermen perceive the sea lion.
Yeah.
And I was surprised and happy to find that there was that very interesting mixed perception from the fishermen. So
I think it's
Yeah.
important to somebody records and observes what's going on as well.
Yes, well,
So-
the damage are well researched, but how the fishermen perceived the issue, that was completely not known, and this is what I am doing.
You end up doing that in Hakodate in Japan. I find it interesting. I chose you as French online teacher because at the time I was in Singapore, and then time difference of Japan and Singapore is just 1 hour difference, and I thought it's easy
Yes.
to arrange the lesson. And then also obviously you're familiar with my language, Japanese, and I thought you might know my struggle learning French from Japanese
Yes.
perspective. So that's how I ask you to be my teacher, but more and more I listen about what you studied and how you ended up in like Hokkaido. I find it fascinating. So I want to ask that the Switzerland does not have sea to start with, oceans to start with.
Yes.
And then the area you studying is very niche. So can you tell us why you ended up, like studying the marine mammals in Hokkaido?
Yes, so I'll try not to be too long because it's a quite long story. The first thing is that because there is no sea in Switzerland, I wanted to study something about the sea. When I was a child, I went every year in France, in the Atlantic coast, to spend my holidays, and I fell in love with the sea. And because there is no sea in Switzerland, I wanted to see more. And I am also very interested in mammals, so obviously my love went for marine mammals. So I had to go abroad to study them anyway. And one reason I chose Japan is that it's because of the climate and the culture. So I really enjoy places with 4 seasons and cold winter. Yeah, I actually also looked at other places like Canada or Norway to do a PhD, but I had a preference for Japan because I am also interested in the Japanese culture. I really like kimono. I actually practice kimono kitsuke myself.
I didn't know
A
that.
little bit. I don't have time anymore, but so I really wanted to add my want to study marine mammal and my interest for Japan together. And when I looked at marine mammal research in Japan, I found the research of my professor, and I contacted him and found something that I could do.
So next, I want to ask about Swiss culture and how you grew up and how you became interested in Japan. So earlier you mentioned that you were already interested in like Japanese culture, and that was one of the reasons you decided to go to Japan. Like, how did it start? And were you learning kimono in Switzerland?
No, kimono I began learning when I arrived in Japan.
Okay.
But I learned about kimono by watching Ghibli movies or reading manga. Yeah, and I also heard about the geisha. And I think that what fascinates me the most about the geisha was the kimono.
Were you
So
already studying
mainly-
Japanese? Mm.
No, I began study Japanese very late, but in Europe there is a growing interest for manga and anime.
I see
So
that. Yeah.
that's also how I discovered the world of Japan. And I remember when I was 7 or 8, I went with my parents to the cinema to see Spirited Away.
The Ghibli movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And I really fell in love with that movie. So that's I would say one entrance to Japanese culture. The other one is food. And in Switzerland there is a few Asian restaurants I went, and this is not necessarily Japanese but Asian restaurant. And this is where I begin to have an interest for Asian culture in general. This is actually when I begin learning how to use chopsticks.
PhD courses all conducted in Japanese, or some parts are English as well?
So I write my thesis in English, and I will also defend in English. But the lab where I am is mostly very Japanese, Japanese culture. So I interact with my colleagues in Japanese. Also, to conduct my research, I interviewed fishermen and the general public in Japan. So of course I cannot do that in English. So even though officially the program is in English, a lot of my daily life is actually in Japanese.
Yeah, I can imagine. Especially, I think the fishermen, they speak very local dialect, I can imagine.
Yes, I can't understand them.
So how do you record and check it later?
Exactly. So I recorded the interviews, and also during the interview, I went with another Japanese person who helped me with the flow of the interview, asking maybe more question or explaining a question if the fisherman didn't understand. This was something I couldn't do.
Yeah.
And then I recorded the interview and transcribed them with AI software specialized in transcription of English and Japanese. And I also asked two of my poor colleagues who had to check the transcription for me before I translate.
Oh, that's good to do, teamwork and good friends who can help you out.
Yes, so because of that, a lot of people were involved in my project.
I think I want to ask you about the life in Hakodate, because besides a busy life, you are actually dancer, French language teacher, and also kindergarten teacher as well, right?
Yes, it's true.
So I can see that you're really making effort to get into the community and then show up yourself. Is that like something you're very conscious of?
Yes. When I came to Japan, I did not came only for the research. I also came to meet the people. So from the beginning, I really wanted to get involved with the community, especially with the dance. So dancing, I am not dancing inside the university. I am really dancing in schools that are in Hakodate city. So when I go to dance class, it's really fully Japanese environment. And I really enjoy these moments. But being a French teacher and the kindergarten, this came later, partly as a necessity. So during the first 2 years in Japan, I had a scholarship that covered my living expense. So I didn't need any extra money to live. But after 2 years, this support stopped. So I had to find another source of income. And that's why I decided to teach. I've always loved teaching. I also was a tutor when I was in Switzerland. I also did a lot of tutoring when I was in Switzerland. So
the dancing, what sort of dancing do you do?
So right now I do two types of dance. I do tap dance and ballroom dance.
Ballroom dance. And again, they are not a very, like a mainstream, I would say. So I was surprised to hear that you do tap dancing and then ballroom dancing. So the tap dancing and the ballroom dancing are something you were learning before going to Japan?
Tap dance, not at all.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So I began when I arrived in Japan, and when I just arrived in Japan, I was in the mindset of trying something new. So when I was looking dance school that were not too far from where I was living, I found a tap dance school, and I thought that I should give it a try. And I tried, and I actually found it fun, so I continued. Ballroom, I actually did try already a little bit in Switzerland. So I knew I liked that.
So is it sort of like a two people, like a man and woman pair, then do sort of social, like an elegant, quite formal sort of dancing? Am I right to say?
Yeah, the pair thing is correct.
Okay.
But in the ballroom dance, you have the formal part that are the standard dance. But you also have the Latin dance, and for them are less formal, I would say, a bit more festive.
Okay. Also, there are a different category of the dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I also learned that you do some performances with a group of people, in theater and stuff, and that's amazing.
Yes, that's a lot of fun. I would not do that every week, but once or twice a year, it's really, really fun. It also gives an objective when learning a dance. And I also enjoy that the sparkling things and the makeup and the costume of that day. They are really fun days. A lot of stress, but a lot of fun too.
I think I find it amazing that you juggle all these different phases of the life in Hakodate.
Yeah, part of it makes a lot of good. It's really nice because I can refresh. It's time where I don't think about my research. So that's really, really nice. On the other hand, it takes a lot of time, and sometimes I don't know how I manage to cope.
I don't know how you manage.
Me neither. I don't know how I do this.
Yeah, but it's amazing. I'm very inspired. So you are going to complete the PhD, I guess, by spring, and then move into Kobe to work in a Japanese company there?
Yes, exactly. So hopefully I will graduate, but it seems that at least my supervisor believes in me. And I was lucky to get accepted in a Japanese company, also working on human and wildlife interaction. So
wow.
So it's very similar to what I am doing now.
Mm.
But I think it's going to be mostly with land mammals, land animals.
Okay.
But yeah, again, a lot of field work, a lot of interaction with local people. So I'm really excited.
Yeah. So you think, is it a little bit of like a research, academic sort
Yes.
of research involved?
So not academic, but yes, it's definitely research.
Yeah. I think, right now, this winter in Japan is, all the news is about that bears, right? Like lots of bears coming into the human community and attacking people and stuff. So I imagine that's one of the area that you're gonna be research.
Yes, probably. I know that the company also works with bear conflict, so I know that I will touch the issue a little bit.
Sounds like it's gonna be an amazing, interesting new chapter of life.
Yeah, well, I let you know. Let's keep in touch when I will be working there.
So have you already visited Kobe?
I went once, but I didn't really have time to visit Kobe. I actually went to the Osaka World Expo.
So for me, like when I moved to a new place, having like a hobby, for you, it's dancing, right? For me, like jogging or doing the workout in a group, that helps. And I have a feeling, like you're going to continue dancing and it's gonna make another, community there for you.
Yes, that I'm definitely planning to keep dancing. Also, when I was in Switzerland, I also used to sing in a choir.
Okay, wow.
So I'm wondering if I could join a choir in Kobe too.
I'm
So
sure there
I'll
are
see.
some choir group, yeah.
But I think you probably know that too, but I will need some time to settle first. So I think the first 3 or 6 months I won't do much, just try to settle in the new life. But after that, I will actively looking for a dance class or choir or things like that to join.
Sounds very exciting.
It is.
Thank you for your time. And I think, next time, sometime I want to know, how your life is going.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And I hope to meet you in person sometime soon.
I hope so too.
But when I met your brother, the first thing I said to him, like, oh, I see Fleur in you, because I think you guys look sort of bit similar, right?
Yeah, we look really, really similar. So we are always told that we are very alike.
Yeah.
And we enjoy being told that.
Nice.
We have a very good relationship, so we enjoy being told that we are similar.
Yeah, I can see that. And then he told me that he has this new project that he wants to make it happen. It's a sort of art project, and it's about furusato, like nostalgia, and traveling to Japan, visiting all these nostalgic places next year, and including visiting you. So yeah, I think that in an episode I want to do the interview to him and ask about his project as well.
Yes. Well, I think he also wants to interview you, so that would be nice if you would agree to answer this question too.
Interview each other, yeah. Okay, thank you for your time today.
Well, thank you for your time too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.